I want to bring in now Bob Buckhorn. He's the mayor of Tampa. He's joining us on Skype. Mr. Mayor, we appreciate you joining us. As we pointed out, you have the luxury of seeing what is to come. Watching the images we're seeing so far out of the Keys, how are you doing in your preparations?
We're doing okay, Lester. As a matter of fact, I just drove past your location on my way in early this morning. I live right behind you on Davis Island, so my family has evacuated. You know, this is something that we prepare for all year long. We hope we never have to deal with it. We haven't had a direct hit in over 90 years, but we train for this. This is game day for us, and we are going to go out and execute on that plan. We've got hundreds of thousands of people that are counting on us. I heard what Al said, and we fully expect to deal with surge and pretty significant winds. We were hopeful that we'll remain on the good side of this storm, but I can't obviously predict that. But we're going to hunker down through the night. We're here at the operations center, and we'll be ready to go out and take care of our people tomorrow morning.
Yeah, in 2010, I know FEMA and the city here held a drill, a hurricane disaster drill. And in that drill, you lost a couple of thousand people and a lot of homes were ruined. What lessons did you take from that, and how realistic do you think it was?
Well, it's hard to say, but I tell you what, we learn lessons from everybody who goes through those, whether it's Harvey, whether it's my friend Mitch Landrieu in New Orleans. Every time there's a storm, we study exactly what took place, what was done well, what needed improvement. We incorporate that into our plan. Obviously, when we do those tabletops with FEMA, we do a worst case scenario. Fortunately, the surge, if it continues, Al said, at 5 to 8 feet, will largely inundate the area where you are standing. The islands right behind you, Harbor Island, which is immediately to your right, and parts of downtown, as well as the Bayshore. We've had an evacuation order in place for about 36 hours now. I think most of the people have tried to get away, and you don't need to move to Georgia. You just need to go to another flood zone level, which could be 6 blocks up the road. So a lot of people have hunkered down in the city, but just not in a level A flood zone.
Do you think people were taken somewhat off guard by this westward shift that we saw in this storm, and seeing now that the West Coast was a bit more at risk?
Oh, I think so. I mean, I think we had planned on going to help my friend Phil Levine in Miami Beach. We were ready to deploy assets to help our friends over there on the East Coast. Obviously, this storm has a mind of its own, so our preparation time was shorter than our friends on the East Coast. You know, but we have plans in place. But I got to tell you, I never thought I would be quoting Mike Tyson when he said, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. Well, we're about to be punched in the face, and so we're going to find out how good that plan is. But I got a lot of confidence in the people behind me.
Well, I never thought anybody would quote Mike Tyson on this broadcast. So, Mr. Mayor,
me neither, Lester.
Thank you very much. Hang in there. We appreciate the update, and we'll probably talk to you as we go along the way. But right